wide premiere of one of the hottest songs in the world,
Shout out to
Undercover. Yo.
Shout out to Dilly for sure.
On the production.
Yo, Dilly's a beast,
Yeah,
man.
Dilly delivers.
Dilly's a beast.
Yeah.
Yo.
Dilly delivers.
Never caught slacking.
No.
Not once.
Not him.
Now,
Not ever.
If it's Dilly, it's all good. It's all good. But yo, we want to jump into a lot more, understanding the song, the vibe we've got, and that energy. Mariam, I know there's a couple of things that you would wanted to ask these queens.
Yeah.
And floor, of course, is always open.
You know what I wanted to ask them, like, you know, who is this for and what emotions is it meant to bring? And now we've listened to it and I'm like, yeah, I know exactly what this is for. This is for everybody. This is for everybody, you know, because that feel good vibe. There's no one who's going to be left out.
Yeah.
But what emotions did you want guys to feel when they're listening to Undercover?
For me, for sure, I wanted people to feel good. Like, you just want it's a bop. You know what I mean? Like, sinini ama nini.
Yeah.
You know, if you're in your car, you're just like, you know, stunk face. Exactly.
You know, just that, yeah.
Stunk face. If you're walking, like, guys should look at you like weird because you're just in the vibes.
Throwing gang signs.
You know what I mean? And then also, if you have like that person who is wasting your time, because, you know, we've all been through it when you're just there waiting for somebody to reply to your blue tick of 3 days ago.
I know.
You're like, toka hapa.
You've already double texted.
Toka
No, like,
hapa.
triple.
Exactly.
Oh, like Ishia mazee,
Toka hapa.
jo.
Nimeenda kutafuta. Alafu tu unaongea ufala. Like,
Yeah.
you know, hiyo kiburi pia.
Bas,
You know.
bas. Now, I think it gives people a cathartic feeling.
Correct.
You know,
Yeah.
that sense of catharsis. Ile design mazejo, unaona yani hakuna option nyingine sawa. Hii ndio itakuwa yangu. You know, and I love that because music is supposed to do that.
Yeah.
As a collective, when you talked about perFORM and HSKE,
Yes.
you know, I want us to talk about a little bit about that. What is the glue that brings you guys together? Because what we see is usually the finished product. There's so much that goes on behind the scenes. There's chemistry, there's fights, there's tears, there's all that. What is the glue that brings you guys together?
Ebu wadau wengine wajibu kwanza. The wadau is on your right.
As in, like, what keeps us going in the midst of all that?
Na ile kitu inawafanya yani mkwe kitu kimoja tu yani.
As in, first, I guess it was wadope tuanze tu hapo. Watu wadope
Found it.
usizana.
I love it.
Game recognized game.
Game recognized game.
Alafu, like, the shared goal of just,
Yeah.
you know, wanting to really, really do this.
For real.
To see what, you know, what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
You know, it's so exciting.
Yeah.
Sikuwa nimeandika na MUTHONI before, but I'd written with her to the other phase of perFORM. So it was also interesting, the three of us coming together to get our vibe and see how we're gonna work together, and then it became so much fun.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm so happy that you know, we actually really, really like each other.
Yeah.
So because ngoma zingekuwa zina sound hivi,
It's
if
true.
it was different,
It's true.
so it's just that shared goal of wanting to really, really succeed because there's no other.
Yeah.
Hakuna kitu
Hakuna
kama
kitu
perFORM.
ingine.
Hakuna kwa hii Afrika yote. Hakuna kitu kama perFORM. I think also just that, like, all of us have been in the industry, you know, doing different things over a while. So now, you know, the incubator has really made us, like, think about, like, our music careers. We spent like hours in songwriting and like learning techniques, you know, and sometimes it's really uncomfortable, you know, going outside of your comfort zone or like challenging what you already know, allowing for something new to enter. So for me, a motivation is like, but this thing can really be done. Like, we really are global international superstars. So like, let's just get it, right? And that kind of belief, not just for the artists, but for the managers in the program and for the publicists and for the event producers, like, we are the game changers. We are the ones, and it's our moment. And you know, Africa is having such a shine, and Kenyan music is having such a shine right now. I feel like we are in the renaissance of Kenyan music.
We are,
right?
Yeah.
So it just feels so, like, for me, I feel like there's such a burden desire to contribute to that process and be part of that process and be like, you know what, isn't just yani, we used to say these things, now here are these things that are actually happening, and there's more than we can even imagine that's coming for us. You know, I really feel motivated. Yeah.
Wow, man, that's profound.
Yeah. Just as we wrap up, I'll ask you very briefly, Muthoni. perFORM has done amazing work so far, and I want to know, what is your vision for like the Kenyan music industry, and what kind of work do you want to see? I mean, what kind of impact do you want to see perFORM have on artists and players in the industry as a whole?
I really want a professional, skilled music industry. Almost all of us in this industry have DIY'd, and our DIY has gotten us here, and that's amazing. Now I just feel like we all need to level up. The managers, the publicists, the event producers, the sound, the light engineers, you know. The thing is a system. It's not enough to have a hot artist with hot songs. You need a system that supports that thing. And for the thing to commercialize and become, for it to bloom, actually, we're having this conversation with Mayo yesterday, for it to bloom, you know, what could everything Mayonde could be? She's not going to achieve all of that by just having the right personality and, you know, good songs. It's like the whole system has to work. So for me, that's my thing, a system that works. That's what I want for the Kenyan music industry.
I love it.
That's brilliant.
We have to wrap it up now, but I would like to ask you guys to just tell everybody how they can support you, how they can show you love, where they can listen to, of course, Undercover. It's everywhere, but just as we wrap, how do we support you? How do we show you love?
Yo, it's on YouTube, on Spotify, Apple Music, Deezer, everywhere you listen to dope music.
On Nation FM.
On Nation FM, Undercover. You could follow us on Instagram, Muthoni the Drama Queen, Polaris Pauline. And Moyande. Wow. Who is that? Mayonde.
Well, that's a queen on Nairobi Bounce.
Hello. Wait, I just want to shout out a friend of mine who's listening.
Please,
Jebling Niaje. Nakupenda.